Coliseum, Oakland, California. It's the Seahawks and the Raiders. Welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports on a beautiful day in the East Bay. 65 degrees, not bad. Sunny skies. The Seahawks and the Raiders. Both teams come in at 6-7. Both desperately in need of a win. There's the kickoff. The Raiders will get the ball first. We're underway. Loxley, 5 yards deep, will take a knee. Touchback. And the Raiders will start from their own 25-yard line. Raiders led by their starting quarterback, Kevin Edwards, in his 10th year out of Army. The loser of this game will be eliminated from the playoff picture if the Chargers win tomorrow. They could still be eliminated if they win, depending on what else happens. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, here live from Oakland. Gibson in motion. Edwards fakes the handoff. He's going to get sacked back at the 16-yard line. Making the sack, number 90, Morgan McCoy, the 4th-year defensive end out of San Jose State. And that'll be a loss of 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 19 for the Raiders, as Oakland gets sacked on the opening play of the game. The Seahawks and Raiders both 6-7. Both trying to get back to 500 and get back in the playoff race. On 2nd and 19, Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Jenkins. And Don Jenkins, the 2nd-year back out of Indiana, a couple of yards. Here's the Raider offense. Up front, Veldheer, Hayes, Durham, Walker, and Barletta. And then it's Clymer, Loxley, Cousins, Siegel, and Francesca. 3rd and 18 at the 17-yard line. Opening drive of the ball game. 3rd and long for the Raiders. 5 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Edwards throws downfield. Caught by Siegel all the way out to the 44-yard line. A 27-yard gain to Jason Siegel, the 8th-year tight end out of Tulsa. First down, Raiders. That'll move the chains. The Raiders get the game's first down. 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards drops back. Looking. Throws outside to Francesca to the 48-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3. James Francesca, the 6th-year receiver out of UNLV. Leonard Smith on the tackle, the 7th-year safety out of Utah State. It'll be 2nd and 3 for the Raiders. Edwards in the shotgun on 2nd down. Edwards to Cousins. Orlando Cousins to the 47-yard line. Let's take a look at the Seahawk defense. They play a 4-3. Green, Hamilton, Mabane, and McCoy up front. Linebackers, McKenzie, Hughes, and Stewart. And the secondary, McCoy, Smith, Harris, and Carey. Evil Dead's got the Raiders -6. The over-under at 45. We're still on the opening drive of the ball game. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Raiders at the Seahawk 47-yard line. on a beautiful day here at Oakland. In the mid-60s, nice day. Edwards in the shotgun on third down. Edwards to Cousins. Orlando Cousins down to the Seahawk 39-yard line. A gain of 8 yards and a Raider first down. The rookie out of Louisiana Tech, Orlando Cousins. First down, Raiders. Jimmy Jam, Evil Dead. Misty's in the house. Say hi, Misty. Gracie's popping in and out. First and 10 Raiders at the Seahawk 39-yard line. Edwards under center. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out. Edwards just throws it away. Incomplete. And that will bring up second and 10. That'll stop the clock for the moment with 5:04 left to play here in the first. Still the opening drive of the game. The Seahawks have yet to touch the ball. Second and 10 from the Seahawk 39. Raiders come out in the eye. Edwards to Cousins. Orlando Cousins to the 38. A gain of a yard to be third and 9. On the tackle, number 92, Brian Mabane, the 12th year defensive end out of California. It'll be third and 9 for the Raiders at the Seahawk 38. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards looking. Throws to the near side. Caught by Francesca all the way down to the 19-yard line. A 19-yard gain. First down, Raiders. On the tackle, number 56, Bryce Jones, the second-year linebacker out of Louisville. But it's an Oakland first down to the Seattle 19-yard line. The third game of our triple header here today. We've got the Stanley Cup hockey playoffs after this. A double header there. First and 10 from the 19. Edwards to Loxley. A big hole for Loxley, but it closes quickly. Down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be second and 5. Kurt Loxley, the fourth-year back out of Wake Forest. John Harris on the tackle. For Seattle, be second and 5 at the 14-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun with a back on either side. Fakes the handoff. Throws to Loxley. And Loxley to the 13, just a 1-yard gain. Leonard Smith on the tackle. The strong safety for Seattle. It'll bring up third and 4. AFC West matchup. I've been going over some scenarios for Sim Season 32, but I really can't lock into anything until I check out Madden 24, and that won't be till the middle of August. Third and 4 from the 13, Edwards. Throws to the end zone, incomplete. Out of bounds. And that'll bring up fourth and 4. The intended receiver, Jason Siegel, the tight end. It'll be fourth down. The Raiders will have to settle for a field goal. This will be a 30-yard attempt by Connor Blanchard. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Raiders lead at 3-0. 2:55 left to play in the first quarter. That was a long drive. We're live from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. So Seattle will get the ball now for the first time. Down 3-0. Mark Erickson will kick off for the Raiders. And now the kickoff. Fielded by Reynolds at the 4-yard line over the 20, 25. And Brian Reynolds out to the 27-yard line. Seattle led by their starting quarterback, Dennis West, in his 5th year out of Tennessee. Seattle will start from their own 27-yard line, down 3-0, 2:51 left here in the first quarter. From the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Speaking of Oakland, the A's lost the World Series last night. The Cubs beat them 4-3. The final score was 4-3. 4 receivers set wide. West in the gun on 1st and 10. West to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert up the middle, down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 4. Gilbert, the 4th year back out of Texas. Yep, infield in. Well, you're absolutely right about that, Evil Dead. Had they played infield in, the Cubs would have never had that run, and we'd probably still be playing. On 2nd and 4, West to Gilbert. And Gilbert gets a yard. Let's take a look at the Seattle offense. Up front, Willis, Kings, Parks, Moffitt, and Carpenter. And then it's Chase, Whitney, Gilbert, Jones, and Gibson. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Seattle at their own 34-yard line. Coming up on 2 minutes left now in the first quarter. Raiders lead it 3-0. On a bright sunny day in Oakland, California. 4 receivers set wide. West in the gun. West drops back. West looking. Throws outside, incomplete. To bring up 4th down. The Seahawks go 3 and out. The Raiders get a long drive, get a field goal, but Seattle goes 3 and out. And now Dakota Cochran will come on to punt. Gets the punt away. Fielded by Loxley at the 13-yard line. And Kurt Loxley out to the 29. First down, Raiders. They're up 3-0 with 1:40 left here in the first quarter. It's too bad the Raiders couldn't get anything done in Oakland. It's too bad the A's couldn't get anything done in Oakland. As the A's are now officially headed to Vegas, they finally squared that away earlier this week. They'll join the Raiders there. And all Vegas needs now is an NBA team, and they'll have all 4 of the major sports. 1st and 10 from the 29. Edwards drops back, throws outside to Francesca, and James Francesca all the way out to the 47-yard line. An 18-yard gain. First down, Raiders. Speaking of Vegas, James Francesca, the 6th-year receiver out of the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. First and 10 from the 47. Edwards under center. Hands off to Orlando Cousins. And Cousins gets a loss of 3 yards. Making a loss of 2. Jacob Green, the 7th-year defensive end out of California, on the tackle. And that'll bring up 2nd and 12. Speaking of Vegas, I have never played a regular season game in my sim season history in Vegas. I did do an exhibition game last season with the Giants and the Dolphins, and I did play a few games with 23, but none of them were Oakland home games, or Raider home games. 2nd and 12. Edwards to Cousins. And Cousins across midfield down to the 41-yard line. A 15-yard gain by Orlando Cousins into Seahawk territory. First down, Raiders. I had that preseason game with the Dolphins and the Giants, if you remember. We were testing out 23. 30 seconds in counting. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards will drop back. Throws outside. Clymer. He's caught for an 8-yard gain. Peyton Clymer, the rookie out of Tennessee. 8 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. And it will stop the clock with 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Evil Dead doesn't like the Seahawks. I don't know why. I have a fondness for them. I used to live up there. Edwards to Cousins up the middle. And Cousins gets a yard. And that will take us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, the Raiders up 3-0 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The Seahawks, which irritate Evil Dead, the logo, and the Raiders. The Raiders lead at 3-0 as we start the second quarter. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the Seattle 32-yard line. That bird irritates me. I was living in Seattle when they first got their team, the first 2 seasons. So I'll have a fondness for them. Cousins, a yard. He's going to be shy of the first down. It'll be 4th and inches. I got to see a couple of games, yes. I saw their first ever game, regular season game against the Cardinals. That was in '76. They lost that game. They didn't lose by much, though. I think the final score was 30-28. The Seahawks nearly pulled that one out. And then I saw a preseason game the next year against the Cowboys. Connor Blanchard. This will be from 48 yards. The kick is up. Looks good. Is good. And the Raiders take a 6-0 lead. 7:28 left in the first half. Live from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. I actually got to see a Seahawk game when I was in Miami. Because we moved to Miami. And a couple of years later, we had season tickets in '79, and the home opener for Miami that year in week 2 was Seattle. And the Seahawks nearly pulled that one out. Miami won that game. I was like the only guy in the Orange Bowl rooting for Seattle. There's the kick. Fielded by Chase, a yard deep over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Nathan Chase out to the 31-yard line, the former Dolphin, the former Eagle, Nathan Chase. Chase now in his 11th year out of Hawaii. Seattle down 6-0. They'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Both teams are 6-7. Both desperately need wins to stay alive in the playoff picture. The loser of this game will be eliminated if the Chargers win tomorrow. Dennis West hands off to Terry Gilbert around the outside. And Gilbert, no gain. Making the tackle, number 53, Russell Smith, the 9th-year linebacker out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks at their own 31-yard line. Three receivers to the near side. West in the gun. West drops back. West looking. Throws outside to Gilbert. Steps out of bounds at the 30-yard line. He's going to lose a yard. His momentum took him out of bounds. Going to be 3rd and 11. And the clock will stop with 6:50 left here in the first half. We'll have the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs after this. We'll have Game 4 of Philadelphia and Boston, followed by Game 5 of Detroit and Colorado. 3rd and 11. West back. West looking. Throws deep. It's caught by Reed. Brad Reed all the way down to the 36-yard line. And that's a 36-yard gain. Make it a 34-yard gain. I'm sorry. My math was up. A 34-yard gain to Brad Reed, the 10th-year receiver out of Tennessee. It's tricky when they cross midfield. You have to add one and subtract the other. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. West under center. West to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert to the 34-yard line, a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. And that's James Kingston, the linebacker, who made the tackle in his 7th year out of LSU. Under 6 minutes left here in the first half. The Seahawks can take the lead with a touchdown. 4 receivers set wide. West in the gun. West will drop back. Throws underneath to Reed. And Brad Reed down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 9 yards and a Seattle first down. Reed spent 8 years with the Redskins. Now in his 2nd year with the Seahawks. Longtime Washington wide receiver. He was a free agent picked up by Seattle. The Redskins got rid of him. Seattle said, we'll take you. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Dennis West in the shotgun. West looking. Throws outside to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Robert Sutton on the tackle. The 9th-year defensive end out of Texas. A loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Under 5 minutes left now in the first half. Raiders up 6-0. Gracie's back. Say hi, Gracie.
Hi.
There you go. It'll be 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. West hands off to Whitney. And Kyle Whitney, the 3rd-year back out of North Dakota State, gains 3 yards. James Kingston, the linebacker on the tackle, will bring up 3rd and 8. Stream looking really good with these bright sunny days. Looks good. 4 receivers set wide. West in the gun. 3rd down, 8 yards to go. West back. Throws, got hit as he threw. King comes down with it. All the way down to the 8-yard line. Cyrus King, the 3rd-year receiver out of Texas Tech. A 14-yard gain down to the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal Seahawks. Cyrus King. Sounds like a gangster. Like a 1930s gangster. It's Cyrus King with his Tommy gun. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Seahawks in the I formation. Can you dig it? That's right. Can you dig it? West rolls out. Throws. Incomplete. Missed his receiver in the end zone. It'll be 2nd and goal. He was looking for Rupert Jones, the tight end. Yep, the Warriors did it. 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. West under center. Whitney. Down to the 5-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and goal. Yep, that's right. It'll be 3rd and goal for Seattle at the 5-yard line. 3:35 and counting. 4 receivers set wide on 3rd down. West in the shotgun. West takes the snap. Looks to the end zone. He's got all day. He throws underneath to Ames. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown catch by Donovan Ames, the 3rd-year receiver out of Toledo. Donovan Ames, 5 yards and a touchdown. Seattle has tied it up and can take the lead with the extra point. And now Courtney McKeon will come on, the 6th-year kicker out of Arizona. He'll come on for the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Seahawks lead it 7-6. 3:22 left to play here in the first half. Live from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Let's find out who they play next week. Seattle will play at Kansas City, and that could have playoff implications depending on what happens here today. And the Raiders play at Baltimore. They'll play the hapless Ravens. And then the final week of the season, Seattle's at New Orleans. Good luck with that. And the Raiders will host Kansas City on the last week of the season. There's the kick. Fielded by Cousins at the 3-yard line, brings it out. Orlando Cousins out to the 29-yard line. After this game today, we have 31 regular season games left. When you count the playoffs, 42 games left in the season. We have the 3 games tomorrow that will wrap up week 14. And then we have weeks 15 and 16, 14 games each. So the season winding down, the playoffs will be here shortly. My goal is to get to the playoffs the week after the fair. 1st and 10 from the 29. Edwards to Cousins up the middle, and Orlando Cousins a big gain out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 15 yards and a Raider first down. The rookie out of Louisiana Tech, Orlando Cousins, their first-round draft pick. We'll have a triple header tomorrow, starting at 5 o'clock Eastern again. I don't have to work tomorrow. It'll be the Chargers and the Rams, and that'll be followed by the Bears and the Cowboys, followed by the 49ers and the Saints. 1st and 10, Edwards throws to Clymer, and Peyton Clymer to the 48-yard line. An 8-yard, make it a 9-yard gain. The rookie out of Tennessee, Peyton Clymer. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. We'll wrap up week 14 tomorrow with a triple header. It'll be 2nd down. Raiders come out in the I formation. Edwards hands off to Cousins. And Cousins, no gain. On the tackle, Jake Hughes, the rookie linebacker out of Notre Dame. The Seahawks' first-round draft pick. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Seahawks up 7-6 here at Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. The Seahawks lead the Raiders 7-6. It'll be 3rd and 1 for the Raiders at the Seattle 47-yard line. Both teams still have 3 timeouts. here in the first half. Raiders looking to retake the lead before halftime. Both teams at 6 and 7. It's a must-win for both teams if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. Edwards on 3rd and 1. Edwards looking, throws underneath to Clymer. And Peyton Clymer down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 yards and a Raider first down. Jake Hughes again on the tackle, the linebacker for Seattle. Actually, it was Bryce Jones, number 56. I saw the wrong number. Bryce Jones, the second-year linebacker out of Louisville. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. A minute and a half left in the half. Edwards back. Throws underneath to Cousins. He can't hold on. That was broken up by Caleb Hamilton, the third-year defensive tackle out of Miami. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. That'll stop the clock. A minute 27 left. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards looking. Throws downfield. Caught by Siegel at the 14-yard line. A 25-yard gain to Jason Siegel, the tight end, in his 8th year out of Tulsa. Did he get both feet in? They might review that. Can't tell from that angle. And can't really tell from that angle either. Right now it's a 25-yard gain. Let's see if they review that. No review. 1st and 10 for the 14. The play stands. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards looking. Throws underneath to Siegel again. Down to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 4. A minute 10 left and counting. Raiders down 7-6, trying to retake the lead on a bright sunny afternoon in Oakland. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards looking. Edwards throws it away. Incomplete. These two teams played back in week 1, the opening game of the season. It was a back and forth wild affair. Oakland won it 25-24 up in Seattle. It was a wild game. I remember that one. 3rd and 4 from the 8-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards looking, throws to Loxley, and Loxley pushing forward, very close, down to the 4-yard line. Seattle takes a timeout. It'll be 4th and inches. So the Raiders will settle for 3. Connor Blanchard comes on, the 6th-year kicker out of Arizona. This will be a 21-yard field goal attempt to give the Raiders the lead right before halftime. Jimmy Jam with Evil Dead bringing you the game today on this Father's Day Sunday, the 3rd game of our triple header. Now Blanchard will come on, 21-yard attempt. Snap, kick is up, and it's good. Raiders lead at 9-7, 38 seconds left here in the first half. Live from the Oakland Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. Earlier this afternoon, the Buccaneers beat the Lions 28-14. And then the game right before this one, a low-scoring game, the Chiefs beat the Patriots 10-3. Misty's happy, her Buccaneers won. Right now, Tampa Bay is all alone in first place in the NFC Central. A half game up on the Bears. The Bears will play Dallas tomorrow. If the Bears win, they'll be tied with Tampa Bay again. There's the kickoff by Erickson. Fielded by Chase 2 yards deep over the 15, 20, 25. And Nathan Chase out to the 25-yard line. First down, Seahawks. Dennis West will come back out. .34 seconds left until halftime. Raiders up 9-7. On 1st and 10. Seahawks come out in the offset eye. West to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert is going nowhere. He's going to lose a yard. Robert Smith, the defensive end, made the tackle. Actually, it was Russell Smith, the linebacker. I'm sorry. They have 2 Smiths on defense. There'll be a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11. Along with Kevin Zachary, he came in, the 4th-year safety out of Baylor. And the Seahawks may be content to let the clock run out. And they get one play off in time. Gilbert. And we hit halftime. Your halftime score, the Raiders 9, the Seahawks 7. Here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. I got the puppies wrestling underneath me here. Yeah, that boy, the little boy, he bites. We got one little boy and 2 little girls, and the boy plays rough. Raiders up 9-7, they'll kick off. Seattle will get the ball first here in the second half. Fielded by Chase at the goal line over the 10, 15, 20, 25. And Nathan Chase out to the 28-yard line. First down, Seahawks. Down by 2. Dennis West will come out, the starting quarterback, in his 5th year out of Tennessee. Once again, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And tomorrow is Juneteenth. It's a federal holiday tomorrow. I get the day off. Yay! 4 receivers set wide. West in the gun. West pump fakes, throws, and is knocked down, incomplete. Kevin Zachary, the safety, in his 4th year out of Baylor, knocks it down. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Seahawks. Earlier today, the Bucs beat Detroit 28-14, and the Chiefs beat the Patriots 10-3. This is our 3rd game this afternoon. Clutch is back. There's been a Clutch sighting. Good to see you, Clutch. 2nd and 10. West to Gilbert. And Gilbert out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 will be 3rd and 4. Clutch, you missed a big-time hockey game last night. The Red Wings and the Avalanche, game 4 of that series, went to 4 overtimes. 4 overtimes. 3rd and 4 from the 34-yard line. West in the gun. West looking, throws to Jones. Out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 6. Rupert Jones on the catch. The 6th-year tight end out of Oklahoma State. Happy Father's Day to you too there, Clutch. Yeah, the Red Wings were down 4-1 going into the third period. They tied it up. They scored 3 goals to tie it at 4. And then it went 4 overtimes. And then the Red Wings finally won it 5-4. That was last night. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. In the I formation. West pump fakes. Throws, dumps it off to Jones. And Rupert Jones, the tight end, out to the 45-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. And speaking of hockey, after this game right here, it was, to be honest with you, I can't remember. It happened so fast. We have hockey after this. We'll go over the lineup. 2nd and 5 from the 45. West to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert, a yard to the 46. After this game, we'll have game 4 of the Flyers and the Bruins. The Flyers lead that series 2-1. And then we'll have game 5 of the Avalanche and the Red Wings. The Red Wings and the Avalanche are tied at 2 games apiece. 3rd and 4 from the 46-yard line. West in the gun. West looks downfield. Throws to Gibson out to the 42-yard line. And that'll be a Seahawk first down. A 12-yard gain to Lawrence Gibson, the rookie out of Rutgers. On the tackle, number 27 for the Raiders. I'm looking for a 27 on my roster. It's Mollett. Eric Mollett. He's misnumbered on my roster for some reason. In his 2nd year out of Hampton. Seattle, 4 receivers set wide. West in the gun. West, play action, throws outside to Gibson down the sideline. And Lawrence Gibson down to the 36. A gain of 7 to be 2nd and 3. We'll have a triple header tomorrow, starting at 5 o'clock Eastern time, 2 o'clock on the West Coast. We'll go over those 3 games here in a second. 2nd and 3 from the 36-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. West hands off to Gilbert up the middle, and Terry Gilbert all the way out to the 24-yard line. The 4th year back out of Texas, a 12-yard gain. We'll have the Chargers and the Rams, followed by the Bears and the Cowboys, followed by the 49ers and the Saints. And those 3 games will wrap up Week 14. And we'll start Week 15 on Tuesday. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Dennis West under center. Hands off to Whitney. And Kyle Whitney out to the 19-yard line. A gain of 5 to bring up 2nd and 5. On the tackle, number 93 for the Raiders. And that's Robert Smith, the 13th year defensive end out of Oregon. Seattle down to the 19-yard line. Coming up on 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. West on 2nd down, throws inside to Reed. And Brad Reed down to the 5. A gain of 14 yards and a Seattle first down. The 10th year receiver out of Tennessee, Brad Reed. Making the tackle, number 26. That's Chris Viceroy, the 11th year safety out of Connecticut. Longtime Raider Viceroy there. He's been with the Raiders his entire career. Jimmy Jam, Evil Dead, Clutch McGee in the house. Clutch is clutch, don't you know? 1st and goal from the 5. Seattle tried to retake the lead. They're in field goal range. They're looking for 6. West in the shotgun. Whitney goes out as the receiver. West looks to the end zone. Throws underneath to McCray. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown catch by Jason McCray the second-year tight end out of Arizona State. And the Seahawks retake the lead, 13-9. Nice drive by Seattle here in the second half to drive down the field and get the touchdown. And now Courtney McKeon for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Seahawks lead at 14-9. 3:25 left to play here in the third quarter. Live from the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. With my two moderators extraordinaire, Evil Dead and Clutch McGee. So how was Ireland there, Clutch? I had a chance to go there once. It's beautiful up there. I went to Ireland and Scotland. When I was stationed in Germany, I took leave and took a USO tour up there. Beautiful up there, it really is. A castle around every corner, it seems like. And Scotland and Ireland, too. There's the kickoff. Fielded by Cousins at the 2-yard line over the 20-25. Orlando Cousins out to the 28-yard line. So that's where the Raiders will take over. Down by 5. 3:21 left to play here in the third quarter. It looks like Misty's taking her nap now. Her mid-evening nap. But she's been up since like 5 this morning, I think. 4:35 this morning. And the puppies are running around. They're at my feet. 1st and 10 Raiders from the 28-yard line. Kevin Edwards, the quarterback. Edwards, play action. Throws to Siegel. And Jason Siegel all the way out to the 49-yard line. It's a 23-yard gain. First down, Raiders. John Harris, the safety, on the tackle in his 9th year out of Texas. But it's a first down for the Raiders into Seattle territory at the 49-yard line. Both teams come in at 6 and 7. They both desperately need a win. Under 3 minutes left to play. Here in the third quarter, the Raiders come out in the I formation on 1st and 10. Edwards, play action. Edwards looking. He rolls out. He's going to take off all the way down to the 41-yard line, a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Two and a half minutes left to play here in the third quarter. On 2nd and 2 from the 41. Raiders in the I. They hand off to Jenkins. Jenkins has the first down the sideline. All the way down to the 20-yard line. A 21-yard gain by Don Jenkins, the second-year back out of Indiana. It's another Raider first down. They're in field goal range, looking to retake the lead. He's the backup, Don Jenkins, behind Cousins and Loxley. He rips off a 21-yard gain for a Raider first down. Under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Raiders at the Seattle 20-yard line. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards hands off to Cousins. And Cousins gets no gain. He's hit right away at the line of scrimmage by Caleb Hamilton, the third-year defensive tackle out of Miami. A minute and a half left. We're in the third quarter. Seattle up 14-9. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the shotgun. Cousins in motion. Edwards throws outside to Cousins. Turns upfield. And he gets down to the 12-yard line. That'll be a gain of 8. On the swing pass, it'll be 3rd and 2. Coming up on a minute left. Raiders at the Seattle 12-yard line. Under a minute to play here in quarter number 3. In the I formation. Edwards to Jenkins, and Jenkins down to the 10. It looks like he's got the first down. He does. A 2-yard gain, first down, Raiders. It'll be 1st and goal at the Seattle 10. In case you're wondering and you don't know, this is Madden 19, but on a PS5. The PS5 really cleans it up. It looks spectacular, and it plays better on a PS5 also. It was always a good game, but on a PS5, it's a great game. 1st and goal from the 10. Edwards, a draw play to Cousins. And Cousins gets a yard down to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. Brian Mabane on the tackle. But that will be it for the 3rd quarter. Seattle up 14-9 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, Oakland, California. Week 14 here at Jammin' Sports. We start the 4th quarter. The 6-7 Seahawks, the 6-7 Raiders. Both teams, they need a win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. As we start the 4th quarter, Seattle's up 14-9. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Raiders at the 9-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards under center. Edwards hands off to Cousins, up the middle. Orlando Cousins down to the 1. Jacob Green on the tackle. But it's an 8-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1. A touchdown gives the Raiders the lead again. And if the Raiders do get a touchdown, they'll probably go for 2. Try to make it a 3-point game. 3rd and goal. Raiders come out in the offset eye. Edwards to Jenkins, and he does not get in. Coming up to make the tackle, the linebacker, Bryce Jones, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Louisville. It'll be 4th and goal. A loss of a yard back to the 2-yard line. Seattle's defense digging in. Now decision time for the Raiders. Do you go for it? Or do you kick the field goal? I think the smart play here is to go for the field goal. But no, they're going to go for it. They're not going to listen to me. 4th and goal from the 2. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards to Cousins, and he doesn't get there. The Raiders come up empty. On the tackle, Jake Hughes, the rookie linebacker out of Notre Dame. And the Raiders come up empty. It remains a 5-point lead for Seattle. Wow. I would have kicked the field goal. Made it a 2-point game. It's still early in the 4th quarter. You should have took the field goal. Seattle now will start at their own 3-yard line. 1st and 10 going the other way. Now if the Raiders defense can get a stop here, they can get good field position. Still a lot of time left. 7:02 left here in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10. Seahawks in the I formation. West to Gilbert. And Terry Gilbert gets 2 yards out to the 5-yard line. The 4th-year back out of Texas. On the tackle, Russell Smith, the linebacker. In his 9th year out of Alabama. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Seahawks at the 5-yard line. 6:40 and counting. Dennis West in the shotgun. Hands off to Gilbert up the middle, and Gilbert makes his way out to the 12. A gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 1. So a big 3rd down coming up for the Seahawks. The Raiders would love to get a stop here. It's 3rd and 1. Seattle leads it 14-9 here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, in the I formation, West hands off to Gilbert. He's got the 1st down and more, all the way out to the 26-yard line. A 14-yard run by Terry Gilbert. 1st down, Seattle. And now the Seahawks can eat up more time. Kevin Zachary, the safety, came up and made the tackle. Clock continues to move. Under 6 minutes now. 1st and 10, Seattle. At their own 26. They lead it 14-9. Seahawks come out in the I formation. West, play action. Looking. Throws deep down the near sideline. It's caught by McCray. He was wide open all the way at the 49-yard line of the Raiders. A 25-yard catch by Jason McCray, the 2nd-year tight end out of Arizona State. 1st down, Seahawks. We have hockey coming up next. Game 4 of Philadelphia and Boston. Philadelphia leads that series 2-1. And then we'll have Game 5 of the Avalanche and the Red Wings, and that series is tied at 2 apiece. 1st and 10 from the 49 of the Raiders. Coming up on 5 minutes left. 4 receivers set wide. West hands off to Gilbert, and Gilbert gets 2 yards down to the 47-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. James Kingston, the linebacker, on the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 9. .440 and counting. Seattle in the I formation. West to Whitney. And Kyle Whitney gains 2 yards down to the 45. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Ben Porter, the 2nd-year linebacker out of Alabama, making the stop. 3rd down, Seattle. The Raiders desperately need a stop. 4 receivers set wide. West in the gun. West back to throw. Gets it out to Gibson. Down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 8 yards and a Seahawk 1st down. Make it a gain of 12. 1st down, Seattle. Lawrence Gibson, the rookie receiver out of Rutgers, with the catch. And on the tackle, number 52, James Kingston. Under 4 minutes left. Seattle eating up a lot of time. 1st and 10 from the Raiders, 33-yard line. West under center. Back to throw. Throws outside to Whitney. Whitney breaks the tackle. And Kyle Whitney finally out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 yards and bring up 2nd and 7. Clock will stop with 3:35 left to play. Triple header tomorrow, 5 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock Central. Tomorrow at 5 Eastern, it'll be the Chargers and the Rams, the battle for Los Angeles, followed by the Bears and the Cowboys, followed by the 49ers and the Saints. That'll be tomorrow starting at 5 Eastern, 4 Central, 2 Pacific, right here at Jammin' Sports. On 2nd and 7 from the 30-yard line, West in the shotgun. West, play action, looking. He's got all day. Throws deep. He's got a man, Gibson, all the way down to the 3-yard line. A 27-yard gain to Lawrence Gibson. It'll be 1st and goal, Seattle. The Seahawks, if they can get a touchdown, they'll take a 2-possession lead. And we're coming up on 3 minutes left in regulation. Raiders would love to hold them to a field goal, keep it a 1-possession game. We're coming up on the 3-minute mark. 1st and goal, Seattle from the Raider 3. West in the shotgun. They spread the receivers out. West, low snap, hands off to Gilbert. And Gilbert breaking tackles. And he gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. On the tackle, number 56, Ben Porter, the linebacker. 2.5 minutes left. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Will they get the play off before the 2-minute warning? I don't know. They might. They do. West to Gilbert. And Gilbert breaks the tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run by Terry Gilbert, and the Seahawks go up 20-9, an 11-point lead. Gilbert would not be denied. He breaks the tackle and gets in. And now Courtney McKeon will come on for the extra point. Seattle takes a 2-possession lead with 2 minutes, actually a minute 58 to go. We'll have the 2-minute warning right after this extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. Seattle leads at 21-9. We're at the 2-minute warning here at Jammin' Sports. And I forgot, when they score at the 2-minute warning, they don't take a break. Oh well. A minute 58 left to play. Seattle leads at 21-9. A 12-point Seahawk lead. And now the Raiders have their work cut out for them. They got to score twice in just under 2 minutes. They do have all 3 of their timeouts. Dakota Cochran will kick off. Fielded by Loxley, 2 yards deep. He brings it out over the 20-25. And Kurt Loxley out to the 28-yard line. First down, Raiders. A minute 53 left. They need 2 touchdowns. Kevin Edwards will come out to lead the offense. The 10th-year quarterback out of Army. Edwards spent 1 year with the Browns, now in his 9th year with the Raiders. He was drafted by the Browns, in the first round 10 seasons ago. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards, high snap, hands off to Cousins, a draw play. I don't know why they're running. You're down by 12. A gain of 4 yards, 2nd and 6. Edwards in the shotgun. You got to throw downfield. You got to score quickly. Edwards fakes the handoff. Edwards rolls out, throws deep. Caught by Clymer. And Peyton Clymer all the way down to the Seattle 38-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain into Seahawk territory. They're in the hurry-up. Edwards in the shotgun. Edwards fakes the handoff. Edwards looking, throws deep again. Incomplete. It hit the back of his receiver, Clymer. I don't think Clymer knew the ball was coming. Incomplete. That'll stop the clock with a minute 15 left. The Raiders have the weapons to move the ball downfield quickly. They're at the Seahawk 38-yard line, 2nd and 10. A minute 15 left. 5 receivers wide. Empty backfield for Edwards. Back to throw. Throws to Francesca. Down to the 26, a gain of 12. They stay in the hurry-up, trying to conserve the timeouts. Coming up on a minute left. 5 receivers set wide. Edwards throws to Francesca underneath. Down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 11. Under a minute to play. You got to throw to the end zone at some point. 1st and 10. Edwards back. Looking. Edwards in trouble. Throws. Incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 43 seconds left. You're at the 15-yard line. You only have 43 seconds. You got to throw to the end zone. On 2nd and 10 from the Seahawk 15. 3 receivers to the near side. Edwards in the gun. Edwards back. Throws to the end zone. Gibson can't hold on. Incomplete. That was broken up by Aaron Burns, the 5th-year defensive back out of Iowa. It'll be 3rd and 10. 39 seconds left. Four receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. On 3rd and 10. Edwards looking. Edwards throws. His receiver was out of bounds in the back of the end zone. He was looking for Kurt Loxley. Incomplete. It'll be 4th and 10. It's ball game now for the Raiders. It's 4th down. You need 6. 35 seconds left. A similar lineup. 4 receivers set wide. Edwards in the gun. Edwards back. Throws inside the Loxley. Touchdown. Raiders. A 15-yard touchdown catch by Kurt Loxley. And the Raiders make it a 6-point game. 21-15. But now the Raiders, they have to get the onside kick. They'll kick the field goal here, the extra point. They'll make it a 5-point game. Connor Blanchard for the PA team. The kick is up, and it's good. 21-16, a 5-point lead. 32 seconds left. It comes down to the onside kick. If the Raiders recover this, watch out. Things will get really interesting. We have hockey up next. A Stanley Cup playoff doubleheader coming up next. Flyers Bruins, Game 4. Avalanche Red Wings, Game 5, coming up next. Everybody everywhere knows what's coming up. Here's the onside kick attempt by Mark Erickson. And the Seahawks recover Donovan Ames. Well, the Raiders still have 3 timeouts. So this one not quite over yet. However, it's very close. If Seattle gets a first down, the game's over. The Raiders still have 3 timeouts. Dennis West will come back out. He's had a pretty good day. Seattle looking to even their record at 7-7. They lead by 5. The Raiders now forced to take timeouts. Seahawks in the I formation. West to Gilbert. And Gilbert gets a yard. The Raiders take a quick timeout. 28 seconds left. It'll be, actually, that now they say no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. Raiders with 2 timeouts left. If the Seahawks get a first down, it's over. They can run out the clock. Even if the Raiders do force a 3 and out, they'll only have about maybe 10 seconds to work with, but they'll still have a shot. 2nd and 10 from the 41. West in the shotgun. West hands off to Gilbert. Around the outside, and Terry Gilbert, he's got the first down, I think, down to the 32-yard line. Yep, a 10-yard gain for Terry Gilbert, and that'll do it. The Raiders only have one timeout left. 2 more snaps, and this game is over. And Seattle is going to hang on and win it 21-16. The Seahawks will go to 7-7, and the Raiders will drop to 6-8. And the Raiders will be eliminated if the Chargers win tomorrow. They play the Rams tomorrow in our first game at 5 Eastern. Seahawks come out in the victory formation. West will take a knee. The Raiders will take their final timeout. 1 more snap, and then we're off to hockey. A hard-fought win for Seattle today. 21-16 over the Raiders. That'll shake things up in the AFC West as the Raiders fall to 6-8. Last play of the game. In the victory formation, West takes a knee, and that'll do it. Seattle goes to 7-7, and the Raiders fall to 6-8. As the final seconds tick away, your final score: Seattle 21, Oakland 16. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. NHL Hockey Stanley Cup Playoffs up next. We'll see you then.